So you're curious about Murfreesboro, Tennessee. In this video, we're going to jump into the Murfreesboro area just outside Nashville. We're going to discuss what life is like there. I've got my partner, my friend Tucker Phelps from the team with me here today to do the dive into Murfreesboro. It all starts right now. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, I want to say thanks for stopping by. Where to Live Nashville is all about bringing you the Nashville area neighborhoods, what life is like in Middle Tennessee. We are a real estate team, and we get calls and texts every single day from people just like you, and you about moving to Nashville, and we love it. Please call us. Let us know what questions you may have. And remember, no matter if you're moving in 9 days or 90 days or 9 months, we want to help you connect all the dots so you can make the right move. With that, let's jump right into the video. Tucker, how are we doing today?
Doing great, Clay.
I love it. Talk to us about Murfreesboro. What is Murfreesboro?
Great question. First of all, it's on the southeast side of Nashville. It's out about 34 miles. And so what you'll notice is Murfreesboro is the 6th largest city in the state of Tennessee. Population is right around 150,000. It was actually named in America's Boomtown. It's #1 on their list. And I saw that cited in Yahoo Sports, if you want to take a look at that article. And the main pieces that made up was unemployment, which is really low, growth. I think the 5-year growth on that was pretty big. Also, the number of houses were being built. And so that was one of their key metrics there. So a lot happening there.
Yeah, what do you think it is? Why are people moving to Murfreesboro, do you think?
Good question. I think it's a couple of things. One is its affordability. When you get there, there's a lot of different price points. I know we have several videos coming out. We have a listing video coming out about Murfreesboro, different price points in Murfreesboro, just to see what all you get. So that's one piece. The next piece is really going to be the employers, and there's a lot of them. So you've got Amazon Fulfillment Center, which is a large facility, Nissan North America, which is one exit north of Medical Center, have about 6,000 employees. A lot of people don't know this. State Farm, they have 1,650 employees based on one of their regional hubs right there. We cannot forget about MTSU. They have over 2,200 employees. And then you have just the county seat of Rutherford County is in Murfreesboro. And then there's also a pretty big medical hub along with community health systems.
Yeah, there's a lot of action happening in the Murfreesboro area. What do you think people need to know? Like, what is there to do in Murfreesboro?
Sure. So a couple of things is one is there is a greenway that runs north and south through the city, right along the Stones River. And so you do have bike paths, you do have trails. Richard Siegel Park, which is a pretty large park that is mainly a soccer facility. They have an indoor facility, a lot of turf. So there's a lot of soccer tournaments that do take place there. There is an airport because there is a pilot school that's right there. You're also in a college town, so I will share that. So there's a little bit of nightlife. I'm not an expert in that regard. I'll let you know. But if you do go visit, start with the medical center. That's really where you're going to see a lot of your newer hotels. There's a lot of retail, a lot of great restaurants. One of my favorite restaurants is The Goat. I would definitely take a look at that. Chop House, and one that we laugh about for lunch is a place called Toots.
That's right. It's wildly popular. I don't understand, but it sounds like a lot of other people know something about it. I guess, what are there issues that people should know about if they're considering moving to Murfreesboro?
So a couple of things is one, when you're talking about a boom town or any area that's really having that type of growth trajectory, you're going to have some growing pains. You're going to see quite a bit of traffic, and the city's working on it, but it is a work in progress. Rutherford County continues to add quite a bit of schools to the area, but as soon as they get built, they're already starting to add portables that same year. So anything that you would just notice with normal growing pains.
Right. And I think it's also just noteworthy that a lot of people seem to be moving there because education is such a big deal. not just Middle Tennessee State University, but all the public schools are pretty renowned. I know there's a few that are on like national list for like being some of the best schools. So certainly a driving factor in education. And then, MTSU, the largest university, I think, in the state, right? Pretty noteworthy factor, kind of marker for Murfreesboro, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. I believe the student population is a little over right around 22,000 students. Obviously, they have a music business program because we are in Music City. So remember that. Pretty big business program, nursing program. Again, that is a big medical hub, just like all surrounding parts of Nashville that you'll see.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I feel like there's probably a lot of people that either live in Murfreesboro and still either commute to Nashville. Of course, everything depends on rush hour, right? But I think without traffic, what would you put it away from downtown? Maybe 30 minutes, would you say?
I'd make it a solid 30 minutes. What you'll notice, there's a little triangle that you'll see from Murfreesboro is one part of the piece is everyone going into downtown Nashville to work. Other people will take 96 over to Cool Springs, and you can watch our Cool Springs videos because that is a large corporate hub as well. And when you can balance those two out with affordable homes, you're going to have a very successful city.
Yeah, that's right. And, you've got 840 that comes from Cool Springs now, which is such a nice corridor to connect Williamson County to Rutherford County. And it's being developed along 840, but there's neighborhoods being built, but it's still a nice, quick way to maybe avoid some of the congestion you might catch on 24 going from Murfreesboro to Nashville. That's heavily traveled. That other connecting piece, which is going to continue to force Murfreesboro to grow to that western side, I think.
Also, just remember right along 840, great golf course called Troubadour. You have Arrington Vineyards right along there. The Nashville Motor Speedway is right there on 840. And there just continues to be a lot more development along there. A lot of industrial warehouses are being built. So there is a lot of growth that's just all along those connecting points.
That's a great point. And, you kind of go right past kind of the College Grove area if you go out 840 as well. And that's just a hot spot of development. I think one other thing I want to touch on is just the historic nature of Murfreesboro. It's a really old city. And you do have a historic square, some historic districts that really, to me, is the heart and soul of Murfreesboro and the most special part, because there is a lot of sprawl aside from that. But that historic area is pretty cool. And I know they're investing and wanting it to be a special place. And it's a huge asset for the city. Anything else you want to touch on about Murfreesboro?
I'm glad you brought that up. I believe at one point the capital of Tennessee was in Murfreesboro. The city is over 200 years old. So when you go, you're going to see some of the new with the old. When you get a chance, make sure you hit the downtown square. It's still very successful. There's a lot of shops. There's a lot of great restaurants to go to. But you're going to see that historic piece along with, how that's really woven into the new parts of Murfreesboro.
Yep, that's right. So there you have it. Just a quick video about Murfreesboro. Just want to bring it into conversation for people. If you're curious about areas around Middle Tennessee, this is one of those spots. There's only a handful of what I would call kind of second tier cities around the downtown Nashville area, especially ones that have a historic heart. And Murfreesboro is definitely one of those. We'll touch on some of the other ones in our other videos. If you have questions about Murfreesboro, if you're curious more about it, hit us up, drop us a line, let us know what you're interested in. We'd love to help. Again, we're a team of real estate agents, so we help people every single day make buying and selling decisions. So let us know what you are interested in. And remember, no matter if you're moving in 9 days or 90 days or 9 months, we'd love to help you connect all the dots so you can make the right move. Until next time, we hope to show you around town.